Okay, we've got to talk about the alien interview, guys. That's right, there's an update on the alien interview. So get in here. This is Jack with Cosmic Road. I talk about UFOs and the paranormal. Please hit like and subscribe and let me know what you guys think in the comments below. As many of you know, former gubernatorial candidate and pro wrestler Jon Stewart has done an amazing deep dive into the alien interview. He's done an incredible investigation spanning years, digging deep into this fascinating event that I believe is a genuine encounter or interview or interrogation of a non-human. And this has been corroborated by friend of the channel, Nico, who similarly performed an investigation spanning years into various aspects of the UFO control group. And he also saw a very similar video to this video that we're looking at right now, one that's not publicly shared. It was an hour long, and it was basically the same interview or a similar one from a slightly different angle. So, yeah, and even Whitley Strieber seems to think this video is legit based on the weird green light thing. There seems to be a difference of opinion as to what the green light thing is. According to Jon Stewart's information, it's a heart monitor or something. But Whitley Strieber thinks it's more of a communication device because he experienced something similar. Anyway, there's a very tragic story apparently around this being. It's taken from a crash. It's held captive. It's interrogated. It goes into distress, as we're seeing right now. And according to John's information, it dies shortly after this video was taken, which is what it looks like. So I think this is a real video of a real non-human we are looking at. Corroborated by Nico and Whitley Strieber, and with lots of amazing information from Jon Stewart. He's gone on my channel and many others talking about this, and he's got receipts, guys. I mean, he went on Richard Dolan, and he has a list of names that were there during the interview. We can call it an interview. It's more of an interrogation, I think, but whatever. He knows the names. He and Richard Dolan both know the names of the people that were there that are redacted in this form, although there are people on Twitter that have gone through these redactions and unredacted them. So you can go and you can find the names of the people that were there if you're so minded, and I've gone over that before. So, but very interesting that Jon has been able to get such amazing information about the alien interview, who was there, even being able to talk to family members of people that were there. So what's the new information? Well, the new information is that he found a new family member, a really interesting family member, the wife of the person that was telepathically communicating with the being. That's right. They were married for 25 years, I believe. And Jon tracked her down and sat down. I think they had like a 2-hour interview. And I'll just go over Jon's tweets about it. The Area 51 S4 telepath's widow interview is completed. 2+ hours. When my head stops spinning, I am giving an exclusive interview to the Cosmic Road on YouTube. So go and just subscribe to Jack's channel and give me a few days. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to sitting down with Jon and going over the information he was able to get from the widow of the telepath that was actually communicating or attempting to communicate with this poor being here. And I can't wait to learn what he learned. So I guess this is kind of a preview. This is kind of a teaser of the interview that I'm going to do with Jon. But I wanted to clue you in on this update and let you know what to expect. And this apparently is some of the bullet points from the information that he discussed with the widow. The high points, the tech being used for war, not betterment of humanity. I guess this is the technology they are getting from the UFOs and maybe reverse engineering. It's unclear if this means any gifted technology, because that doesn't seem to be used in war. I mean, we're not seeing UFOs, on the battlefield, for example, unless it's just we can't see them. I guess that's always possible. But 60s Ike agreement, we lost, that's, Eisenhower. We lost total control in the 70s and 80s. So this seems to be confirming that there was a deal with President Eisenhower and the beings. I'll be very curious to learn more about that. Greys are android DNA collectors. Interesting, very interesting. Was monitored by USAF, the Air Force. USG redlined his social security number. Okay, redlined. I'm not sure what that means, but they redlined the telepath social security number. Okay, I looked it up, and redlining can be defined as a discriminatory practice that consists of the systematic denial of services such as mortgage, insurance, loans, and other financial services to residents of certain areas based on their race or ethnicity. It's probably not the right definition, so I look forward to finding out more about what that means. Also, the wife, her dad, was a Navy doctor, so very interesting, very interesting. I can't wait to find out all the juicy details from John when I sit down with him, either tomorrow or in a few days. So so consider this a teaser, but there is an update on the alien interview. I think this is amazing. I think that this is a real being that we are looking at, guys. And again, it's been corroborated by a friend of the channel, Nico, who saw a very similar video of this interview, or a similar video, a similar interview with the same or a similar being, but it was much longer what he saw. I think may have been over an hour long, or it was about an hour long. And yeah, so this appears to be legit, guys. This appears to be a legit, at the time, living being held in captivity by the control group. Now, we have heard other stories about the Kingman crash and the beings recovered from that crash that seem to be willing to work with the humans. And, it's unclear if they were being held captive or if they were, just had the run of the place. They seem to have been willing to work with the people, and don't seem to have been prisoners. So, is it possible that some of these other beings recovered in this alien retention program are not prisoners, that, they do have the run of the place, or certain freedoms? It's unclear. We don't know much about this shady, shadowy program, except that it does seem to exist. And, maybe they do different things for different beings, depending on if they're, from a race that is allied with the control group or not. Either way, it's disturbing stuff. It's disturbing stuff. And this poor being is dying, I think. And it's going into distress. And it's very, very heart-wrenching, honestly. And so, one more reason why we need disclosure, guys. We need to know what the control group is doing, and they clearly need oversight. The public needs to be involved. This is involving all of humanity. This is like the most important thing going on. Humans interacting with beings, potentially with, huge consequences. And we all need to be involved in that decision-making process. So, so look forward to the interview with John. Let me know what you think about it all in the comments below. And if you've enjoyed this video, please give me a big thumbs up. Sure would appreciate it. Smash the like button, the subscribe button, and the bell to be notified of future videos. You don't want to miss a thing. Join me on social media, Facebook and Twitter links below. Love to see you guys there. If you wanted to support Cosmic Road in a bigger way, consider grabbing a coffee mug or a t-shirt in the merch store, or by becoming a channel member, because channel members are rock stars, and I really appreciate you guys' support. Thank you. Also, channel members frequently get to see videos hours before everybody else. Meanwhile, there's plenty of other videos on the channel, and I'll see you guys next time. This is Jack with Cosmic Road, signing out.